Welcome to this deep dive. We are going to explore something I think really captivating, Heath Ledger's performance as the Joker in The Dark Knight.
Okay.
And we're going beyond just watching the film.
Right.
We're really going to delve into how Ledger crafted this iconic and chilling portrayal.
Yeah.
We'll be looking at articles, behind-the-scenes info, and insights into his process.
Okay.
So if you've ever wondered how actors disappear into a role, especially one as dark and complex as the Joker, this one's for you.
Yeah, it's fascinating because you're right. Ledger didn't just show up and deliver lines.
Right.
He dove headfirst into this method acting technique where actors really immerse themselves in the character's world.
Oh, wow. Now, for those who might not be familiar with method acting, it's
Yeah.
not just about reading the script a few times. Think of it like this. Daniel Day-Lewis, known for his intense method acting,
Right.
once lived as a paraplegic for months to prepare for My Left Foot.
Wow.
It's about embodying the role, blurring the lines between actor and character.
Exactly. And Ledger's process was intense even by method acting standards.
Yeah.
He isolated himself for weeks, living and breathing as the Joker. He kept a diary filled with the Joker's thoughts, feelings, even his twisted jokes. It was like stepping into the character's mind.
And the diary wasn't the only extreme measure he took. This role took a massive physical toll on him.
Right.
Can you imagine surviving on 2 hours of sleep a night?
It's almost unimaginable, especially given the demands of such a physically and emotionally draining role.
Right.
That level of sleep deprivation just has to impact you, both mentally and physically.
Right.
And you see the consequences in his performance, his strained voice, the constant lip licking.
Yeah.
It all adds to the Joker's unsettling presence.
You mentioned the voice, that raspy, almost cracking delivery. It's so iconic.
Ledger actually used specific techniques to achieve that,
Yeah.
intentionally straining his vocal cords to the point where he developed this persistent dry mouth, which explains the constant lip licking.
Oh.
It's a small detail, but it adds so much to the character's unsettling persona.
Wow, talk about dedication. And it wasn't just the voice. He was incredibly meticulous about the Joker's physicality.
Yeah.
I read that he'd slam himself into walls, intentionally bruising himself for the fight scenes. It's hard to comprehend that level of commitment.
Right, and this is where the discussion about method acting gets really interesting.
Yeah.
On the one hand, you have this incredible dedication to realism.
Yeah.
But on the other, there's the potential for real harm.
Right.
Ledger's sister has actually spoken out, saying he genuinely enjoyed the process.
Wow.
But the physical and mental demands were undeniably intense.
It's a tragic reminder that even when an actor seems to be thriving in a role, there can be hidden costs. But let's shift gears and talk about what we see on screen.
Okay.
I mean, some of those scenes are just burned into our collective memory.
Yeah.
The pencil trick, for instance, is brutal yet darkly funny. It instantly sets the tone for who the Joker is.
That scene is a masterclass.
And I thought my jokes were bad.
Give me one reason why I shouldn't have my boy here pull your head off.
How about a magic trick? I'm gonna make this pencil disappear. It's gone.
In establishing a character, you see that pencil disappear, and suddenly you understand this is someone who operates outside the rules, who thrives on chaos.
Wow.
It's unsettling, brilliant, and a perfect introduction to the Joker's world.
Absolutely. And speaking of unsettling brilliance, that interrogation scene with Batman,
Yeah.
the tension is palpable.
Yeah.
It's like a psychological chess match, and Ledger just owns it.
What's remarkable about that scene is the raw energy. Ledger actually asked Christian Bale, who played Batman,
Oh, wow.
to really hit him during film.
Never start with the head. The victim gets all fuzzy. He can't feel the neck. See? You wanted me. Here I am. You let 5 people die. Then you let Dent take your place. Even to a guy like me, that's cold.
Where's Dent?
Those mob fools want you gone so they can get back to the way things were. But I know the truth.
Wow.
He wanted that sense of danger, of real physicality, to bleed into the performance, and it worked. The scene crackles with intensity.
Wow. Just thinking about that gives me goosebumps. And who can forget the hospital explosion scene?
Yeah.
That delayed detonation, the look of surprised amusement on his face.
Uh-huh.
It's chillingly hilarious.
It's amazing how what was essentially a technical mishap became one of the most memorable moments in the film. Ledger's ability to stay in character, to embrace the unexpected and weave it into the Joker's persona, is a testament to his talent.
Yeah.
It adds this layer of unpredictability that makes the Joker so terrifying.
And that improvisational spirit, that willingness to go off script, pops up throughout the film.
Yeah.
The mumbling, the sarcastic clapping, it all contributes to the Joker's chaotic energy.
Exactly. Ledger's choices weren't just about following the script.
Right.
They were about inhabiting the character fully, allowing those unscripted moments to breathe life into the performance.
Right.
And that's where his portrayal of the Joker really shines.
Yeah.
He wasn't just playing a role, he was becoming chaos personified.
So we've talked about his preparation, the physical and mental demands, and those unforgettable scenes.
Right.
But what about the legacy of Ledger's Joker? What sets this portrayal apart from all the others?
Well, it's a complete transformation, for one thing.
Yeah.
Ledger completely shed his previous image and embraced a character far darker and more psychologically complex than anything we'd seen before.
Yeah.
His Joker isn't just a villain. He's a force of chaos that reflects some of the darkest aspects of humanity.
And it had an immediate impact. I remember seeing it in theaters, and the audience was just stunned.
Oh, yeah.
The makeup, the voice, those chilling quotes, they all became instant cultural touchstones.
Even those who worked on the film were taken aback.
Yeah.
Some were initially puzzled by Ledger's approach, but as filming progressed, they came to recognize the sheer brilliance of his performance.
Yeah.
It's like they were witnessing something truly groundbreaking unfold right before their eyes.
It's tragic that we lost him so young.
Yeah.
But his performance earned him a posthumous Oscar, cementing his place in film history. It's a bittersweet legacy that continues to captivate audiences. You know, it's interesting. While Ledger's Joker is terrifying, there's also this element of unsettling realism that he brings to the role.
Absolutely. This isn't a comic book villain with outlandish schemes.
Right.
This is a broken, nihilistic individual whose darkness feels disturbingly real.
Yeah.
He taps into something primal, something that makes us uncomfortable because it feels a little too close to home.
Yeah.
A little too possible.
Right. It's like looking into a warped mirror, seeing the potential for chaos reflected back at us.
Yeah.
He doesn't have superpowers or rely on gadgets. His weapon is chaos itself.
Right.
And that's something anyone can wield. It makes you wonder, what if someone like that really existed?
Right.
What would happen to our carefully constructed sense of order?
Precisely. And that's what makes The Dark Knight such a powerful film.
Yeah.
It's not just a battle between good and evil.
Right.
It's a nuanced exploration of morality, of the choices we make when faced with chaos.
Yeah.
And how easily that chaos can corrupt even the best of intentions.
Think about Harvey Dent, Gotham's White Knight. The Joker pushes him over the edge, proving that even the most righteous among us can be consumed by darkness. It's a chilling reminder that the line between order and chaos can be incredibly thin.
Absolutely. And that's where Ledger's Joker shines as a villain.
Yeah.
He's not simply trying to destroy Gotham. He's trying to expose the hypocrisy, the fragility of the entire system.
Right.
And in a way, he succeeds. He shows us that even the most well-intentioned systems can be manipulated, can crumble under pressure.
It's a film that stays with you long after the credits roll.
Yes.
And so much of that has to do with Ledger's performance. You know, I find it remarkable that he was initially hesitant to take on the role.
Oh, really?
Can you imagine The Dark Knight without Heath Ledger as the Joker?
It's almost impossible to picture. He was so perfect for the part.
Right.
But you're right, he did have reservations. He wasn't sure if he was the right fit for such a complex and iconic character.
Thankfully, he took the leap, and cinema is all the richer for it. I think it's safe to say that Heath Ledger's Joker transcends a simple performance. It's a cultural phenomenon, a masterclass in method acting, and a potent reminder of how transformative acting can be. It also speaks to the responsibility that comes with such powerful performances.
Absolutely. Ledger's commitment was extraordinary.
Yeah.
But it also raises questions about the potential costs of such deep immersion.
Right.
It's a reminder that art, while powerful and transformative, needs to be approached with respect and an awareness of the potential risks involved.
We touched on the reactions from the cast and crew earlier.
Yeah.
I'm curious, are there any specific stories that highlight how their perceptions of Ledger and his process shifted as filming went on?
There are actually quite a few.
Okay.
One that stands out involves Michael Caine, who played Alfred.
Okay.
The first time he encountered Ledger in full Joker makeup,
Yeah.
he was so taken aback by his appearance and demeanor that he completely forgot his lines.
Wow, that's amazing, especially coming from such a seasoned actor like Michael Caine. I can only imagine what it must have been like to see Ledger transform into the Joker. It must have been an incredibly powerful experience.
It was. Christian Bale has spoken about how he initially wasn't sure what to make of Ledger's methods.
Right.
But once they started filming,
Yeah.
he realized that Ledger was crafting something truly unique and brilliant.
Yeah.
He described it as watching a force of nature,
Wow.
which I think perfectly encapsulates the intensity and unpredictability
Hmm.
that Ledger brought to the role.
That's such a vivid image. It really reinforces the idea that Ledger wasn't just playing the Joker.
Right.
He was channeling him, becoming him in a way that few actors can achieve.
Right.
It's a testament to the power of method acting when done right,
Mhm.
but it also highlights the importance of careful consideration and
Yeah.
awareness of its potential impact.
Precisely. It's a reminder that great acting isn't just about delivering lines.
Right.
It's about inhabiting a character, blurring the lines between actor and role to create something truly memorable and impactful. And in the case of Heath Ledger's Joker, that impact continues to resonate with audiences even today.
It's incredible, isn't it? Even after all this analysis, we've dissected the scenes, talked about his process, the impact.
Yeah.
Yet there's still this aura of mystery surrounding Ledger's Joker.
There is. It's like we can intellectualize it, break it down into its parts, but there's still this elusive element we can't fully grasp.
Right.
How did he get so deep into that character? It's a question that continues to fascinate film lovers and scholars alike.
It reminds me of how magicians never reveal their secrets.
Right.
Some things are best left unexplained,
Yeah.
adding to their allure.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that's part of the reason that Ledger's Joker remains so compelling. The mystery adds another layer to the performance.
Perhaps great art often leaves us with questions,
Yeah.
sparking our imagination and forcing us to think beyond the surface. Ledger's Joker certainly does that. He challenges our preconceived notions of good and evil, forcing us to confront the potential for darkness that exists within ourselves and in the world around us.
It's a lot to process, but that's what makes this deep dive so captivating.
Right.
We're not just talking about a movie, we're exploring the power of performance, how it can affect both the actor and the audience,
Yeah.
and the questions it raises about the human condition.
And the responsibility that comes with wielding such power.
Right.
Ledger's dedication was remarkable, but it also serves as a cautionary tale. It reminds us that while art can be transformative, it's essential to approach it with respect and an awareness of the potential risks,
Yeah.
both for the artist and for those who engage with their work.
Well said. This deep dive has given us so much to think about.
Yeah.
We've explored Ledger's preparation, the brilliance of his performance, and the lasting impact of his Joker.
Right.
But like peeling an onion, there's always another layer.
Exactly. We've only scratched the surface here. We encourage you to continue exploring on your own. Watch the film again, paying close attention to the nuances of Ledger's choices, the subtle details that make his portrayal so haunting and unforgettable. Think about what resonates with you, the questions it sparks in your mind.
Because ultimately, the power of art lies in its ability to ignite conversations,
Yeah.
prompting us to think critically about the world around us and our place within it. And as we wrap up, we want to leave you with this final thought. What do you think Heath Ledger would have achieved had he lived? What other groundbreaking performances might he have given us? It's a question that will forever linger, but it speaks volumes about his talent that we're even asking it. His legacy as an artist is undeniable.
Absolutely.
It truly is. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into the world of Heath Ledger's Joker. Keep exploring, keep questioning, and as always, keep diving deep.